Welcome along to today's dive, the SSC Italia. It also went down on the 11th of May 1917 in heavy fog, a steamer of 2,792 tons. She ran aground on Wingletang ledges. It is a strange thing to do both dives of wrecks that ended up on the bottom on the same day in 1917. Welcome along. She has two massive boilers and is well broken up, but there are some very recognisable parts on the wreck. The steam engine is very recognisable, with its crankshafts and connecting rods sticking upwards towards the surface. From that, the prop shaft leads away. In parts, it still has its prop tunnel in place with the shaft running through it. I think this might be a first in 40 years of diving, a football sea squirt, and it's truly a massive specimen, living close to red finger soft coral on a large piece of steelwork. A large piece of steel framework, possibly from the bridge or even the side of the ship. It sticks out in the tidal flow, which means it's full of life, supporting the idea that we should dispose of clean infrastructure in the sea to help aid sea life, a bit like us planting trees on land. boilers would have been somewhere about midships on the original ship. Today they are covered in light, and as you can see here, lit up by my fellow diver Ian Hicks, a small garden of soft corals. You can see them all living across the tide, taking the advantage of when the tide flows through their fingers, which in this case shows the tide comes from the bow to the stern and vice versa when it changes round. The pink sea fan, close up you see a skeleton which is covered in feeding cups. On the second boiler around the heat tubes, you can see masses of jewel anemones, all feeding in a bit of tide there still is, as it's just about slack water. Here we see the condenser covered in life from one end to the other. Unexpectedly we come across the side and bottom of the wreck, up against the rock face, where she settled on the bottom in 1917. This creates a small tunnel, a swim through, and gives you a good impression of how the ship once was. As I turn around, you see my buddy Les come through the same area, and he's clearly enjoying it just as much as I did. All too quickly, it's time to surface and do our decompression safely on the end of our delayed surface marker buoy, ensuring our boat and other boats know we're there.
Yeah. And they'd messed up on the measurement.
On the return to the harbour, we had the pleasure of seeing the Solonian 3 in the sun, a majestic sight, and the ship that brought us to the islands a few days earlier. Thank you for joining us on this odyssey, the SS Italia. We hope you enjoyed it just as much as us.